Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to our Discover Arbonne this morning. My name is Yusef Seevers. I am a district manager with Arbonne International in Dallas, Texas. And I am going to share a little bit about my story, and then we're just going to jump straight on into it. I am an actor, singer, dancer, musician, philanthropist, if you will, and a man of many trades. And I have spent a majority of my life on stage and off singing, dancing, working crew, um, and traveling as well. And I have found that as an artist, my struggle continued to be job security and making sure that I felt like I could depend on my money and I could depend on my finances without going, well, what if I don't get this audition? And what if I don't get another call? And the qualms of being an artist in the modern day and age. And about 6 months ago, my lovely sponsor and friend, Michelle McGregor, who's here with us this morning, um, reached out to me one day and just asked what I was up to. And I told her I was, I'm in grad school right now. I have one more year. And I told her I was stressing. I was worried about my finances. I was worried about my artistic future and moving into a world where they are cutting funding for art schools. They are cutting funding for arts programs and arts outreach. Like all of those things are literally being taken away from us with no return in sight. And so I was worried about those things, and I was on my way to a dance rehearsal, and she said that she was doing this wonderful business thing at the time, and still is, and it was working out really, really well for her. And I hopped on a phone call. It was just like this for about 25 minutes or so, and I was completely hooked with this company, with this message, with this vision, and with the opportunity to touch human beings all across this world and to reach outside of the United States. And another thing that was really important to me was the quality of the company and the products that they offer, because I also struggled with weight for most of my life. And I still do currently. I've just lost a little over 100 pounds over the past 4.5 years. And so there's a couple people on this call who have seen me pre this mass transformation. But I went through this change and I struggled to find something that was consistent, healthy, and also employed me as a person to invest in myself and not just depend on other people's needs or other people's products. This was something that not only influenced my body, but also gave me tools to further invest in my own health journey. And so I was really, really pleased. And this company it's called Arbonne, and it's a 37-year-old company, and it's a $545 million company that offers highly regarded company products in health, wellness, beauty, grooming, and skincare products. We're certified vegan, we are botanically based, and it's ultra premium quality products at entry-level department store prices. Arbonne has deep and stable roots. We are founded by a gentleman by the name of Petter Mork, who was a Norwegian botanist who had a massive vision to create better and safer products for his families and others. And originally, this business started off as a means for women to employ themselves and also use safer products. But now it has expanded to include anybody who wants to take a better grip on their life and on a better grip on the products that they put on their body. And it really offers an education. Our motto for this company is that we are pure, safe, and beneficial. Always has been and always will be. And that was something that I could wear on a t-shirt and feel happy to walk across this entire world, even if Arbonne was not attached to it. To be pure, to be safe, and to be beneficial in this world is something that is larger than hand lotion, than deodorant, than shampoo, than protein. But the fact that that is this company's motto offers us an opportunity to get behind something that is beneficial for this world and for humanity in its mass. We're currently only in 7 markets, and that's the US, the UK, Canada, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, Taiwan, and in 2018, we're moving into Germany. And to be involved with the company in the early stages of globalization financially is an opportunity that can be unsurpassed. To get in on a ground floor level like this is something that people who invested in the internet decided to do when they thought about this wild idea of having all of these things be able to connect like this. And now this is where we are, the medium of the future. Everybody has a cell phone, everybody has Facebook, everybody has emails. And so this business works with the model of the current times. And so when we're talking about globalizing, it's truly, truly mind-blowing to connect with people in France, to connect with people in Australia, simply via a conversation. The expansion is under the direction of our executive team. Each of them have been in Fortune 500 companies, and we are led currently by Kay Napier-Zanotti, who is a former CEO of Procter & Gamble for 20 years and also was the woman who was responsible for rebranding McDonald's after the movie Super Size Me. She was the brainchild behind the McCafe and the salads and the OJ that sort of made people feel okay about going back to McDonald's. That's who's leading our globalization process, which also lets me feel good about what I'm doing. And our chief formulator of research and development is Dr. Peter Matravers, who is a botanical chemist and a senior VP of research and development, formerly with Aveda and Neutrogena. And our senior VP of chief creative officer is Michael D'Arminio, I think I'm saying that right, who is a professional in philosophy, oligraphy, and unlevier. Ooh. Fancy words. And so I think it's important to say that all network marketing companies are not created equal. Typically, it's the products and the compensation plan that are always unique from company to company. Additionally, what sets Arbonne apart are three other key things. We are 37 years old and have just begun our globalization products. Our products are superior in every way, period, and our culture and our community. The means in which we connect with other human beings is unlike anything I've ever encountered when it comes to business and health at the same time. To connect with people about touching people's bodies and being able to transform their lives positively and with all means to invest in them is something that Arbonne really, really participates in and also advocates for. And so like attracts like. Anyone can do this business from all backgrounds. We are also attracting high-level professionals looking to diversify, to own something, to create choices, create an exit strategy, or to ultimately have more time and balance alongside our very hectic lives. We teach people how to build virtual type franchises and educate people about making safer product choices for ourselves and our loved ones. It's not a convincing business, nor is it a party-based business. We are not required to keep an inventory. We're not required to buy monthly minimums, and all transactions are handled online. And so, for instance, when I go home next week for Thanksgiving, I get to have an event where I can meet and have people sign up for products simply in front of my computer and offer them things that they've always dreamed about being able to do. And I can speak to them because I use them. This company sent me vegan, not because I was always okay with being vegan, but because I educated myself on what it actually was. And so I felt a lot safer and a lot more comfortable about it and a lot less stressed, which is always fun. And so I'm going to pass it over to Christine to do a little bit more and introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Sanders. I also go by Chris. A little bit about me. I am currently a grad student at SMU. And I am an Arbonne independent consultant as of August of this past year, 2017. And I joined after Yusef joined in June. At the end of my second year, I'm someone who's always wanted to be an actor, but at the same time has always struggled with my weight and my finances, first with my parents' finances, and then as I became an adult, my own. And at the end of my second year of grad school, I came to the realization that my weight and my financial situation was going to be a huge burden to the acting career that I have always worked and strived for. And it was in watching Yusef join the company in June and see him do this detox, teach classes as a teaching artist, and run his business, that I saw a means for myself to gain financial freedom, to obtain a healthier lifestyle that I've always been striving for, and to maintain my career as a performer. And so since joining, I have lost about 30 pounds, first just by following some of the grocery lists from the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And then in doing the actual detox itself, when I joined the company in August, I lost another 20 pounds, and I've continued to lose some since then. And I love the detox so much, I ended up doing it again in November. And so I started my semester on the detox, and I'm ending it on the detox. And to touch a little bit more on that, I'm going to talk about the products, one of which being the 30 Days to Healthy Living. But basically, we have over 300 daily consumable products, ranging from babies to baby boomers. We have our body, Bath and Body washes, our anti-aging line, and our detox, which is one of our most popular lines. And the thing about our products is that they're botanically based. And so it's where purity meets high performance. So you get the best of nature and the safest of science. That way you get all of the results that you want without any of the nasty regrets. The thing that's so great about our products is that they're formulated to the European Union standards. Because in Europe, over 1,300 chemicals are banned. However, in the United States, the FDA only bans and restricts about 11. And so because we follow the European Union standards, we're also vegan certified, certified kosher with non-GMO, gluten, soy, whey, and dairy-free products. We also don't have any chemical dyes or fragrances, no artificial sweeteners, and because we're vegan certified, no animal testing or products or byproducts. We're also free of parabens, which are linked to about 99% of breast cancer, which, coming from a person who has cancer running on both sides of my family, that is incredibly important. And we're also free of mineral oils, which in actuality aren't really that harmful, but they just take up space. And they sort of work as a saran wrap on our skin, which stops our skin from naturally detoxifying the way that it's supposed to. And that's a big deal because our skin is our largest organ. And everything that goes on it can go into our bloodstream. It's an incredibly efficient way to get things into our body. That's why things like the nicotine or pregnancy patches work. And so we are what we absorb. The other great thing about our company and our products is that they're green, sustainably harvested, and we have the forestry stewardship certification. And all of our products are delivered by carbon neutral UPS. And so we have our top lines, like I mentioned, the anti-aging RE9 lines and our 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And if there are any products that you aren't happy with, we have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So that's pretty great. And that's pretty much the products. Now back over to Yusef to talk about our network marketing business model.
Thank you, Chris. Beautiful, beautiful. The products, when I tell y'all that like the products are something like, I love walking into my bathroom and putting all of these delicious products on. And not because I always chose to, but because my body is like, I love when you do this to me. My body's like, man, this lotion feels good. This moisturizer feels good. This protein is nice, you know. So my body really, really appreciates it. And I just wanted to say that about the products before I dive on in. And so the business model that we work with is social marketing, which is word of mouth recommendation-based business, which is Yelp, Instagram, Facebook, Amazon. All of those businesses are social marketing, network marketing companies. And it's a share what we love business. And so when people ask me, oh, how is life going? I go, great. And they ask me about my fitness, and I tell them about an opportunity, and I tell them I offer them something. You know, I give them something that might be able to help them in their lives. And so this is a mobile and global e-franchise type business opportunity, which means that conversations like this is how we do business on mass scales. And when you're talking about building globally and building substantially, this avenue of communication is blowing the walls off of this business and off of the way that people do business. And the network marketing business is the business model of the 21st century. It's an old model, yet having completely changed with the new respect and viability due to the internet. Network marketing is a $182 billion worldwide industry, which is greater than the NFL, music, film, TV, and gaming industry. It's an equal opportunity business, an equal opportunity business for anybody over the age of 18 to build a global franchise, which I didn't grow up ever believing or even knowing, but this is the opportunity for people to do so. And we all shop for personal care products. We all shampoo, we all use hand soap, we all have deodorant, toothpaste, and we all share what we like. When you go to a movie and you say, hey, have you seen Chucky 2? That's network marketing. Or, hey, have you seen this cool juice book on Amazon? That's you doing Amazon's job. You are expanding their consumer network. The difference is Amazon don't send you no check. Nor does Fairlane, or nor does Chucky 2 producers. None of them send you money to help expand their consumer network. Arbonne does. It's a brand that continues to pay you to be a brand ambassador. And I've now stopped shopping at Target. I don't shop anywhere else from my own store if I can help it, which is so empowering and gives a certain amount of agency that is untouchable. And most of us have our entire lives shopped at other brands. And the first thing we do with this business is we stop shopping at those other brands. We start shopping from our own e-commerce, and then we share the model and we share the products. We redirect our spending and now buy from our own stores and show others how to do the same thing. Everything in my kitchen and my bathroom comes from my store, and I get commission on it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And I buy gifts from my own store. When I send gifts to people and I go to baby showers, I buy things that are safe for the people that are going to be consuming them. I give them to people who are having babies, and I don't feel bad because our products are safe. I don't feel like I need to be extra wary about what I'm giving her because I know that our products are pure, safe, and beneficial, hands down, which is an incredibly securing thing to be able to experience. And so we cut out the middleman in this retail marketing model. The outside wholesalers, the warehouses, the distributors, the retail space, the advertising, and celebrity sponsorship. So instead of paying Beyonce, they pay us. Instead of paying J-Lo, who already has money, they pay us. And the brick and mortar industry has gone to straight up click and order. Everybody buys things off of Amazon. Everybody buys things off of the movies. You know, you buy your tickets online. I just bought a ticket to a museum exhibit in New York online. That's the click and order model, and we operate on it on a daily basis. And so consumers save and order Arbonne as we increase our consumer network and build the brand's consumer network by being brand ambassadors. And so our model provides us with the ability to leverage our time. As we introduce this shopping concept, it's very, very simple. This shopping concept to others, they too can shop online and introduce it to others as well. And we build our network of shoppers. It's a really collaborative commerce. Through the efforts of many, we can ultimately redistribute the wealth in this country and across the globe, which is a massive, massive, massive thing that needs to happen. The redistribution of wealth in this country is an absolute necessity. And this is a business model that can do so because we all use shampoo. We all use body wash. And not only that, we have family that we care about and loved ones who we are concerned about what they put on their bodies. And this offers us an opportunity to give them something that is safer and better for them. And so it is an effort-based business. It's not for everyone, and it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. And so it's known to have extremely generous and fair compensation plan, and the decision of how much effort and time we put into it is completely up to us, which is exciting and terrifying, but I'm excited to go there. I'm going to Jamaica next year with our incentive trip. And so, Christine, I'm gonna pass it on to you to continue.
Cool, cool. One thing I also want to touch on about the stop, start, and share. We have so started to model. Yusef and I are working on a show called Tartuffe, where in the show we're using Arbonne's protein and Arbonne's makeup for what our characters need to use in the show. Like, we're that committed. Anyway, also the makeup feels really good on my face. So talking about the income opportunity, we have a profit sharing system. So one of the things about Arbonne is that in 2016, Arbonne grossed $545 million, which, by the way, puts it on the same tier as companies like Clinique, which, as Yusef mentioned earlier, is a 30 country global company, as opposed to our 7, just to give you a scale of where we are. But yes, it grossed $545 million and paid out $275 million of those dollars to the independent consultants. And so for the independent consultants, there are only 4 levels of opportunity. And when you start out as an independent consultant, you can work your way up to becoming a district manager. And the average time that takes is about 1 to 5 months, where you can start making about $200 to $1,500 a month. That's approximately about $3,000 to $18,000 a year. And that's where you basically get paid to take a shower. The next level, second level up, is area manager. The average time for that is 5 to 11 months, where you can make about $1,200 to $3,000 a month, about $14,000 to $36,000 per year. And this is when the business becomes a willable asset. What that means is that if anything were to happen to you, if you got sick, got into a car accident, or if you needed to take time off to focus on a loved one or a family member, you could then pass your business on to someone else, either a friend who could run it for you, or you can pass the assets that you would get from the business onto a loved one, spouse, significant other, children. And then after that is the regional vice president position. The average time for that is 2 years. When that's where you can start making what we like to call the gangster money, where you can make about $5,000 to $10,000 per month. And that's basically about $60,000 to $120,000 per year, plus the $800 monthly Mercedes bonus. That's where you basically get paid to drive a white Mercedes-Benz. The only catch is that it has to be white, which I'm like, oh no, what a hardship. So, yeah, you basically get paid to drive a Benz, and that's the car level. And then at the 4th and final level is the national vice president. That is an average time of 3 to 5 years. That's where you can start making about $21,500 a month with no cap. You have an unlimited potential for income monthly. And the average is about $258,000 per year, plus the Mercedes-Benz bonus gets bumped up to $1,000 a month. And that's the Maui level, where you get a free trip to Maui for all of the work that you've done to not only better yourself, but help better the lives of other people, helping people find a healthier way of living, of finding healthier products. The amount of people that I know who have children, babies that are, I think it's celiac disease, where they're allergic to dairy products. And to know that you can have a healthier option for even babies, for people to take care of themselves and their children, is just stellar to me. And so it's a question of where you see yourself in 5 years, because this is, like I said, a 3 to 5 year plan. And our health is our most valuable asset. And the great thing about Arbonne is that you can increase your health while increasing your wealth, helping you to create a new financial asset. So that's where I am with the income opportunity. If Yusef could close it up.
Absolutely, y'all. And first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us this morning, because this is the way that change happens, and this is the way that we affect one another as human beings, is simply by spending the time to listen and to communicate with one another. And I really, really appreciate it because this is the only way that these things are able to happen because we live busy lives. There are people on here who are in 3 different states. And through this medium, and because of this reason, we are able to connect with one another for the betterment of humanity, not just because I like my deodorant, but because I am able to move the hearts. When I decided to do this on June 6th, and a person contacted me about my detox, I'll share a brief story and then I'll let all of you go. I posted about my detox on Facebook and he asked me for the details and I was still fresh and I'm still new. I still learn. And also when I say anybody can do this business, I am reading everything we have talked about. I am not making this up. This is something that has been laid out and something that is repeatable, just in case anybody's really worried. But I was really new and I was learning and I listened to an info session about the cleanse, took notes like I was in school, regurgitated everything that I wrote down out, like read it like this on a conversation like this. And I asked, what did he think afterwards? And he said, I want to get started right now. And he made an $850 purchase that day on the internet because he was starting chemo treatment in the next week. And he wanted to have a system and a cleanse that could clean his body of Western medicines and feel okay about it. And for me to be able to provide that, for my father who has never been able to have a conversation about his health, to have something to give to these people, to give back to those that have given me so much and to this world that has given me so much, because we just need more love. And so to change your brand, you can change your life, as Christine said, and we impact the lives of ourselves, our loved ones, and in other countries, millions of those that we do not even know, strangers on the subway. And so I will end the recording there, and then I'll stay on in case anybody has any questions. But I will thank you all so much, and I appreciate you all for coming.